What's up, Roto Crew? Welcome back. Welcome back to our live stream. Hopefully, y'all are doing well today. Back in it today for another look at trading. We made it through another month, so we're ready to go here in April. Happy April 1st, everybody. And just welcome back. Glad to have you all here. Looks like we already got a couple people popping into the chat. So welcome Terry, welcome Kathleen, thanks for joining today and jumping back on the live. It's a pretty decent little day yesterday. For the system, we it's sort of set up later in the day. Definitely if you're trading more of our favored moves, it wasn't really a great day there for, I guess, just the very basic system. But if you're willing to trade either side, we did have a little bit of a trade here later in the day, kind of going up. Technically, you would have gotten in somewhere around this level here, and then you could have taken it up to our daily resistance that we were talking about, and even farther if you were really looking into it. But daily resistance, good target. You could have gotten up there, pulled it off, just had a nice little one-to-one trade. Nothing crazy, but like I said, it's always good to put some cash in your pockets. So yeah, that was kind of the trade from yesterday. Like I said, though, it was a little bit of a downer for if you were looking to trade the favored trade for the day. So the favored trade yesterday was short because we are in a micro bearish trend, and we kind of broke out in the morning, hit target 3, if you remember. We'll hit target 3, and then we broke down, came down all the way down, and actually broke out of our bottom trade. Technically closed below. One thing we were kind of discussing about it is, with me and Spirit Maker are actually talking about, is like we always say on the channel, support and resistances are more of ranges. So when you saw it break down like this, it did close below technically, but we would say it was more of a range. So I guess I don't know, we were calling it a close below too, so I guess maybe just something to kind of watch out for, I guess, as we're moving forward, is maybe look for a little bit of a lower close, not just like right on the line like that. But yeah, we were thinking this was our close below. Ended up ripping right back up. Had you got into this, you'd have gotten out on the next candle, basically. So just not a great trade for the system. But like I said, we're looking into possibility of maybe there's a little bit more of a range here than we thought, and maybe you need to close just a tad below, or just get like a nicer close below instead of being so close right on that line. But yeah, there was technically an up trade here as well, as you kind of came up and closed below. But like I said, that wasn't in the micro bullish trend or micro bearish trend. Since we're looking for that down trade, and this obviously was up, we couldn't really take that one or this one technically if you're just trading the favored trades, which is really the basics of the system. But yeah, if you're flipping either way, we definitely got an up trade. Technically, you got the startings of the down trade. You would have made a little money, lost a little money, and then made some more money. So overall, good day. You would have walked away with some money had you been trading both sides. Yeah, we got a recap coming out, or not a recap, sorry. We got a video coming out later today, kind of going over the whole of yesterday, just talking about how it broke off, how it broke down, just talking about our system, talking about different things we're kind of watching for and different things to keep in mind. Just basically just a little bit of knowledge, I guess, from people, some traders who are pretty good at TA. So yeah, if you guys have the time, at 10 o'clock that video is coming out. Spirit Maker does a good job on those, so check that out if you're interested in even just learning a little bit more about TA, or just interested in seeing how the system is playing out day by day. So yeah, that was kind of a basic run through, I guess, of price action yesterday, but it's definitely more in depth on our videos. Definitely a better watch. Yeah, that was kind of the trade though. Like I said, we were looking for a higher target. It kind of looked like it was going to break down somewhere around in here, and we ended up actually pulling ours closer to right around here somewhere. Thinking maybe we missed it there. We should have just took it off at the target we were initially looking for. And then through the night it ripped up and actually went to our target that we were actually looking at, which is around that 69.2 level. And then coming in this morning, we kind of broke down and had a little bit of a sideways run. So the question of today is, are we going to get that run or are we going to break down? And to answer that, we'll have to go ahead and look up our Kubota.com and check it out. So we'll open up Kubota.com here. We got our market radar already up and running. It's looking like we got a little bit of a BTC trade today at 0.77. Not the favored one, so if you are still trading the favored, there's actually no trade for you today with the 0.04%. We are in the micro bearish trends, so like I said, we're looking for a bear trend here, and it is not giving us one today. Ethereum, yeah, that's Ethereum. Ethereum has nothing today, so we got 0.35 on the top side and 0.49 on the downside. Neither of those are close to the levels we need to see on Ethereum. Same thing for Solana, 1.23, 1.33. Solana's level that it needs to get to for a trade possibility, like the level of the gap, needs to be a decent amount higher than the 0.5 we're looking for on Bitcoin. So it's definitely not there either. So really the only trade we're looking at today is a possible BTC long. We're thinking it's not going to be very high. It is a magnet trade. Magnet means that you're typically looking for the trade to pump up to the daily resistance like we saw yesterday. So we want to see it just pump up, hit that daily resistance. Probably won't be an awesome trade. We'll just take a little bit of money and run, and that's how it'll be. So we'll go ahead and throw the lines on the chart. So we'll grab our data button there and head back to the chart here, and we'll throw those on there and see what we got for today. Switch it out to Wednesday. For yours, all you have to do is just open the box and select all, and then just paste your new levels in there. And these are the new lines for today. So this is what we're looking at. We got our daily resistance up here at about 69,300. Our breakout trigger is at 68,800 or so. And then breakdown trigger is way down here at 67,564. And then right above that is our daily support. So in terms of the gap on the downside, like we said, it's very small, not very good. It is technically a jailbreak in terms of where it's at, but it's just not a good trade overall. Yeah. So we're forming it. If we do get a trade, it'll be that upside trade, like I said. So we can go ahead and go grab that trade from inside Kubota.com. So head back here, open up our cockpit, and we'll grab our trade key from in here, close it out, head back to trading view, and we'll paste it into our indicator here. And let's see what we got. So this is the trade for today. And you can see we have an upside all the way up to 70,750. 70,000 is target 2, and then 69,563 is target 1. Like we said, we're thinking we're just going to go up to our daily resistance. So main trigger that we'd be looking for is definitely going to be that. Not trigger. Our main target is going to be that daily resistance. Now it could come up and spike through and run all the way up to target 1, but more than likely you're looking for more of that daily resistance run. So that's going to be the best place to take it off. That's where I would be looking to take it off. Maybe even like we said yesterday, you pull it off a little bit early, make a little bit more. You're looking at a 0.84 to 1. So not quite a 1-to-1, but still not too bad. You're putting a little bit of money in your account. And yeah, you're just taking a little bit of a run up. Probably won't be a super long trade. If it does end up happening, it'll just be a quick run up, get you out, come back down, and then we'll possibly run down here. I guess possibly for short, but more than likely we'll just come down into this area. Yeah, we're getting a little bit of breakdown here. Definitely have a nice uptrend started here. You can see price action kind of has, well, since about here we've had, well, I guess no, since here we've had higher lows and higher highs. So I guess, yeah, since here technically. So we had our higher, or we had, yeah, higher high, I guess. And then we come down, we do technically make a lower low, and then we started the uptrend with another higher high, higher low, higher high, and then we're expecting a higher low if we're looking to continue that uptrend. Price action does look to be getting a little tired, so there's a possibility we kind of roll off from this a bit, come back down, maybe retest this area here, retest maybe around our breakdown area, maybe even farther, who knows, but maybe come down and test it and then bounce up. We'll see, but that's what we're kind of looking like for today. Like I said, we're only really looking for that up trade. That's the only possibility. Yeah, there's a possibility we run down a little bit before we rank the up trade. But yeah, we're just kind of hanging out. We're waiting around. We're not looking to trade until we see price action tell us to trade. Excuse me. And right now, it is not telling us to trade. Right now, it's telling us to sit back and just watch price action. Definitely no down trades. So if it does end up starting breaking down, we're just kind of along for the ride. And that does look like what it's trying to do right here. Get a little bit of a breakdown. Yeah. Get a little bit of a breakdown. Yeah. Yeah, we got about another 2 minutes before the Predator candle closes. A little over 2 minutes before it closes. And then we'll see where we're at with that. Really, if it doesn't end up going up, it's just more of a sideways day. We're not looking to take anything, like I said, so just a lot of sideways price action, a lot of staring at the charts, wondering which direction it's gonna go in. And I would say there's a high probability that we actually end up coming down and breaking down, just based off of how the 1 hour and the other time frames are starting to look. It does look like we're gonna kind of fall off here a little bit, and yeah, I mean, I said we could probably get a little pullback. We might even get more than a little pullback here. Yeah, we'll just have to kind of play by ear as it goes. But again, there's only a trade to the upside. So if it doesn't go to the upside, we'll have to wait for tomorrow, unfortunately, just for the system kind of set up. It's telling you there's no trades today. But you know, you gotta trust the system. Sometimes you know you gotta stay out because of the system, and you're sad you missed all the trading for the day, and sometimes you go back and look at the day and you're like, wow, I'm glad I wasn't even touching that day. So really, it's just all in being patient, trusting the system. Yeah, no trade is a good trade, you know. So it's what we're kind of waiting for. Oh yeah, another 8 seconds. Predator candle is pretty healthy little candle there, with a decent downside, decent upside, decent little wick there for the upside, and then we kind of just rips down after that. Definitely looking like it's going to be a struggle to get that up trade today. Not to say that we couldn't get it later in the day. You know, we could be sitting down here for a while and then kind of run up here a little later in the day. Yeah, not looking too great. Did break below our 1 hour 200. That was a little bit of a fight to get above yesterday. It's pretty close, I think, to where yeah, actually it is right. It's basically right on where the daily resistance level was. Is a little bit above it, I think. So we kind of came up and rejected off of that, and that's, yeah, definitely right on there. So we're getting a breakdown from that resistance level there yesterday, and we're starting to come down. Probably come down and at least test this area, I would think. There's definitely a possibility we run past it and keep going. But like I said, no trade in the Kubota system, so no trade to the downside. We'll just have to watch price action go. Good day to catch up on some videos, you know, jump into some trading learning, I guess. Yeah, just a great time to kind of sit back and chill. Maybe not even be at the computer, you know. I don't know, you could set in like an alert even and not be at the computer, which is pretty easy. If you just throw a line, something like this, and just kind of put it right there under the breakout line, so you know if you're about to break out, or you could even put it like right there somewhere. And then you could just press the little alert button over here and say, okay, when price crosses this ray, then it'll alert us, and it'll say create, and then it'll take a second, and then, yep, that'll change color, and then you'll know. All right, I got an alert set, so if price action goes up here and hits it, we'll have to pay attention to it. That's how you could look at it for the rest of the day, you know. And if you have it on your phone too, even that'll send you a notification telling you that your alert got hit. So if you wanted to like walk away or do whatever you wanted to do, you could just carry your phone, and if your phone goes off, you just go back to your computer and check it out. And you got time, you know, it's a 15 minutes, so it's not like you have to be like sprinting back to your computer if your phone goes off, but you definitely want to be like somewhere like, I guess, close-ish by. Like you wouldn't want to go to like the store or something and then your phone goes off. Then you might have to rush, I guess. Unless you're gonna just use your phone to trade too, you could do that. No, man. Yeah, not a whole lot going on today. We'll probably only be on the stream till about 9. We're not looking too hot in terms of the trade. We've got another 10 minutes on this candle. Looks like it's going to be pretty similar to the last one with a little bit more of a breakdown. Continuation. More than likely going to come down at least to that 15,200, right where the daily support is, and the breakdown line probably continue after that. Yeah, it's just not looking too promising at all. Who knows though, maybe we'll set up for a trade to the upside. Go to the dentist. Oh, you're saying you gotta go to the dentist, that's why you'll throw your trade on there, throw your thing on there. Yeah, Yep, you can go pretty much anywhere. Just have your phone handy, I guess. If you're good at trading on your phone too, you could just easily just take it there. Or if you're just looking to paper trade, that's easy to do on your phone. Same, they have a TradingView app, so you can just go ahead and throw your trade on the TradingView app. It actually, if you have it, oh man, sorry. If you have it set up, you can actually have it like sync too. I believe it's one of these buttons over here. I don't remember which one it is. I want to see it's the world. Yeah. Yeah. I think there's one though that if you click it, it like, yeah, it might just be the world. If you click on the world, I just don't remember if it's white, if that's good, or if it's not. Huh. Yeah, so you could use that. I don't know, I have mine off, but it syncs with my phone, so maybe that's something different. But it might actually sync with like anytime you look up Bitcoin Tether and use the WEX or like whatever your ticker is. If you use like the full ticker, it might actually sync with all of them that across your board. Even if you have, because like for us, we use different I forget what they're called, different layouts throughout the our different charts. So we can use some different indicators and stuff and set them up some different ways. But, you know, it's kind of however you want to do it. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see what happens here. Got another 7 minutes or so before 9 o'clock. Candles aren't really doing much of anything. Still could come back up and run for that top. But again, we are definitely looking more in the realm of shorts. A lot of your longer time frames and even the little bit shorter time frames are looking for those are looking for the just the trades down, you know. Had a little spike up there, run up, hit the bottom of, maybe we're just retesting the bottom of our 30-minute range here. That'll be the, if you're using our indicator, that's going to be these dashed yellow lines. There's one set here and you can't see it for whatever reason, but there is another set right here. It actually kind of looks red, and I think that's because of the green, but there is another set right there on top. And so these two are going to be your high up here and then your low down here of the 30-minute 7:30 candle, I believe it is, that we use. So it'll be the that's just basically where we put our stop typically, but it is support and resistance lines as well, so you'll see price action come up and retest it a lot of times, or if you're coming from the top, you'll see it come down. Typically, that's why we throw our stop just a little bit off of it as well, is because you'll see price action. If it's breaking up, it'll come down, retest the 30-minute low, and then break up. So, interesting. Yeah, we're watching this thing though. Watching for that break up. Got another 5 minutes or so before 9 o'clock. Like I said, not a long stream, nothing really happening today, so yeah, we're not super excited about it. Kind of check out the lower time frame, see maybe there's a fun little trade we could take. Yeah, I don't know. Just kind of hanging around. That it has not picked a direction yet, so just not super. Not super excited about it. Yep, another 4 minutes or so. A little under 3, or a little under 4, I guess. More, probably closer to 3. Yeah, we're definitely looking for the breakdown here. Like I said, can't take the trade, so just a whole lot of nothing day. Whole lot of nothing day. Got about another 3 minutes here on this candle, kind of see how it closes, and then we will be out of here. Not a whole lot to say left, you know, just a lot of sitting around waiting. You know, we had a decent move yesterday, had a decent move coming into last night, so wasn't expecting too much of a trade today. Really, price action just kind of needs a little break before we make another move tomorrow. Not to say that we're going to continue up, but just to say, you know, we'll be looking for that move tomorrow. We'll see which way we're going to end up going. Guess some of the longer time frames are starting to look a little tired as well, so there's a possibility we kind of start to get the curl over and looking for the downside here as well. A little bit of a breakdown. We'll see how it goes, though. Like I said, got another minute and a half almost. Another minute 15. Yeah, if you guys have any trading questions or anything like that, be happy to answer them. Just throw them in the chat. Got another minute left or so. Wouldn't mind staying on later though to chat about any kind of trading questions or anything like that. Yeah, it does not look like we're gonna get that up trade today though. Just one to watch for, you know, like if we do break up, we'll go to the upside, but if we never get up there, it's just not something we'd really be watching. Just have to play it by ear, I guess. And even if we get that upside, you know, it's not going to be a huge trade. I mean, it'll be a trade nonetheless. A nice one. The bottom of my chart, that's a new indicator we've been working with. It's called the Jewel. It's made by Meta Signals, so if you guys want to check it out, it is a paid indicator, but you can go ahead and check it out on their website, Meta Signals. I think it's .io, but just meta signals. Just look up metal signals. It's like a little blue lightning bolt or something like that. Is their logo? A blue box with a white lightning bolt or something like that. But yeah, this is their indicator. They actually have like a full-on trading alert style system that they run off using this indicator. I believe on their website you can get either the indicator or the you can get the access to the alerts and stuff for their their trading alerts basically, and then you can also get another guy has a like full trading course on there as well. So yeah, you can check them out. But that is what we've been messing around with. So that's what's on the bottom of the chart. We'll probably dive a little deeper into it as we kind of test it a little bit more. But as of right now, we've been kind of messing around using it with the chart. Seems to line up pretty good with our system, but we'll see how it does here coming in a little bit. But yeah, it's just another indicator, kind of a mix of a couple of different indicators that we typically use. But yeah, that's what's on the bottom of my chart right now. Getting a little bit of a push up into this next candle. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how today goes. Like I said, there's a possibility of at least a little up move to the upside. Break up, maybe hit our exit up there, and then come back down. But we do need to get up there, get into the range, or we could actually look at taking it on the close and open of the next candle. But till then, we're just hanging out, watching charts. Maybe you just got the alert set up like I was saying, or maybe you want to kind of sit here and watch price action all day. That's up to you. But yeah, that was kind of it for the live stream. Hopefully tomorrow we'll be back on here with another a good day set up. We'll be kind of running through it again tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. CST. So if you guys are looking to check out what's going on in the market tomorrow, just join us again. We'll be setting up our system, talking about it, talking it through. Talking about what we see on the chart, doing some TA, all of that good stuff, and hopefully taking a trade, But we will see how the trade sets up tomorrow. We'll see what happens. Until then, though, happy trading to y'all, and we will catch y'all next time on the live stream. Again, it's 8:30 CST. So, yeah, thanks for joining today. Happy trading. We'll see y'all later.